Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today, guys, several things to say. Always updates are coming, and so we are ready for it. And let's jump into it together. And so here we are, guys, always to keep you updated, always to give you all the latest. I'm gonna give you a specific video very soon, maybe already later today, on Semenyo, who is doing fantastic for Bournemouth and is gonna be one of the big names for 2026. So we will enter into the details of the story, into the details of a potential deal for the Bournemouth winger. Today I wanted to start the video by mentioning an update on Benjamin Šeško. I did the video, it was around 10 days ago, right after the injury of the Slovenian striker. Of course, a lot of worry around Manchester United after the injury suffered in the game against Tottenham Hotspur in those final minutes, crazy final minutes of Tottenham-Manchester United. There was some fear at the very beginning after the game about a potential serious injury. This is why Ruben Amorim, after the match, goes to the press conference and says, let's see what happens with Šeško, because maybe his injury could affect our plans for the January transfer window. Why? Because if it was going to be a very long injury, maybe 3 months, maybe 4 months, maybe 6 months, maybe an ACL. In that case, Man United had to sign a new striker in the January transfer window. But I told you right after that my information was an injury, yes, a knee injury, but not a super serious injury, not a very long injury. And so good news for Man United. Now it's confirmed, because we still, at this time, don't have an official statement. Ruben Amorim will clarify the situation ahead of the game they have after the break, but what I can tell you is that Benjamin Šeško is expected to be out around 3 weeks. So the hope of Manchester United staff is to have Benjamin Šeško ready at the beginning of December. Then can take a few more days, also based on how he will recover, the physical condition. Man United will not take any risk, so for sure they will assess the condition of Benjamin Šeško week by week. But the expectation is for 3, maximum 4 weeks out for Benjamin Šeško. So the hope is to have him available at the beginning of December. And compared to that fear at the beginning of the break, of the international break, well, that's a completely different feeling. So good luck to Benjamin Šeško, who is recovering. And again, this could be important to understand also the future of Joshua Zirkzee. Another story I've been telling you over the recent weeks, because Zirkzee would be open to leaving Manchester United in the January transfer window, maybe go on loan, maybe have the opportunity to play on regular basis, but at the same time, he remains an important player for Man United. Look now, there is the AFCON, and so some players are going. There is the injury of Benjamin Šeško. Having a player like Zirkzee, even with just one competition, Premier League, but the FA Cup to start soon, and Man United busy this season with important targets. If you have injuries, if you have problems, whatever happens, you need another striker. And Zirkzee can be used as a number 9, as a number 10 behind the strikers. So for Ruben Amorim, he's an important player. Amorim wants Zirkzee to stay, so we have to follow that situation. Wanted to clarify something else, guys, with maximum respect for all the colleagues who have their own informations, but in the last 24 hours I received some messages, because there was a rumor in England on Manchester United over the summer transfer window negotiating with Chelsea. The report was Chelsea offering Romeo Lavia to Manchester United as part of the deal for Alejandro Garnacho. Guys, my information is that Chelsea and Manchester United never ever discussed for Romeo Lavia. According to my sources, Chelsea trust Romeo Lavia. Obviously, the boy is having several injuries, so Chelsea staff are doing their best to try to improve his physical condition. They already did a fantastic job with Reece James, so the mission is to do the same now also with Romeo Lavia. But in terms of skills, in terms of development, in terms of potential, Chelsea believe in Romeo Lavia. Chelsea invested in Romeo Lavia because they are convinced he can be something special in the future. And so Chelsea deny all these informations of offering Romeo Lavia to Manchester United. At the same time, the negotiation was only for Garnacho. I can reveal to you that at the beginning of the conversation there was a possibility for Tyriki George to be involved in the deal with Man United, but I'm talking about beginning of June. That was a very early idea in the transfer window. Nothing happened out of that one, and so it was a straight transfer for Alejandro Garnacho to Chelsea, but Romeo Lavia not part of this swap deal conversation, so I will not include him in the potential names for the January transfer window for an eventual swap. between Man United and Chelsea. Also, guys, for Real Madrid fans, many questions on what happened with Karim Benzema, because Karim Benzema released and gave a very beautiful interview to Diario AS in Spain, an exclusive interview with them, and said, I might leave Al Ittihad at the end of the season. Let's see what happens. Depends on many factors, but remember, the contract of Karim Benzema expires in summer 2026, so in few months. Benzema could be available as a free agent, and this is a possibility for him to leave the club and go back to Europe. It's a possibility to consider. Then Benzema was asked about Real Madrid, and he said, I love Real Madrid, I'm a Madridista, we will see, I have a great relationship with Florentino Perez. There is zero ongoing at this point between Benzema and Real Madrid over a potential return. There is a lot of love, respect, mutual respect between Karim and Real Madrid, but nothing else. That's important to clarify for Karim Benzema. Benzema could consider other opportunities in Europe, so let's see what happens with him. Because Al Ittihad still push for Benzema to stay and to sign a new contract, but the situation is quite open. The situation is quite open, and Benzema could try a new chapter of his career in the summer transfer window. So let's wait and see what happens on that one. Return to Real Madrid at this stage looks something really unlikely. And then, just to close, guys, Zinedine Zidane. He made a statement a few weeks ago saying, I will be back soon as a coach. Let me clarify one thing, guys. As I told you several times already here on the channel, France and the French generation, the French Federation are already working hard on this target for the future. Now, the situation for France is very clear. France are fully focused on World Cup. France are supporting Didier Deschamps, who is a World Cup winner, who is very respected and who deserves this respect from the fans and from the federation and from the players. So there is total respect for Didier Deschamps. After the World Cup, Deschamps will leave his job with the French national team. And the clear favorite, the number 1, 2 and 3, remains Zinedine Zidane. The expectation is for Zinedine Zidane to become the new head coach of the French national team in 2026 after the World Cup. Yes, but at the same time, now is not something done, agreed, promised, just for one reason. France want to focus on the World Cup. They have a fantastic squad. They are among the favorites, together obviously with some few other national teams. But France want to focus on the World Cup with Didier Deschamps. After that, the clear favorite to become the new head coach remains Zinedine Zidane. No contacts with Italian clubs, no contacts with English clubs, despite the reports we always have. Zidane has his heart set on one mission, to be the coach of the French national team after Real Madrid, and that mission could happen in 2026. And so, guys, let me hear your thoughts on all these stories from Benjamin Šeško to Joshua Zirkzee, and then Romeo, Lavia, Zinedine Zidane, Karim Benzema. Your opinion, guys, hit in comments, like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon, here every single day with Fabrizio. Remember to leave your comments. See you soon.